You live yet? Yeah, there we are.
Live. We are live.
All right.
Hello, YouTube. None of you,
Hey,
no one,
YouTube.
you know.
We're back.
You know what's up.
We're back.
Scott,
again.
you want to do the tweet?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, get all the tweets and the retweets.
You do the tweets, and I'll be the lazy one and do the retweets.
That's what
Fair
I'm
enough. Let me get the link going. Oh, my God.
Link that shit.
And then after that,
Ooh.
after everybody's tweeted and retweeted, we'll hit the pause and then we'll
Word, homie.
forward
Hold on, I
on.
need to
That's it.
make sure I'm on the actual Twitter for this shit. The Twitter.
I have 4 fucking Twitters on my Twitter app now.
I have 3 now.
It gets confusing. I tweeted from the wrong one earlier. It's kind of hard to keep track of.
Big shot here. Fireball. I think this.
Oh, hi, Aaron.
You didn't see Aaron there?
I did, but I didn't
He's been
acknowledge
there
10
for
minutes.
like
No ceiling fan this time.
Yikes, I forgot how to fucking type apparently. Alright. Hashtag game strong, motherfucker.
That's why I let you do it.
Yeah, I'm terrible at this. Podcast. Hashtag podcast.
Hashtag stay smooth.
Oh, well, there we go. That's the next one. Smooth.
Dropped the ball on getting some new beer for this episode.
That's all right.
Every
We'll forgive you today.
year, sir.
You know, if we get
tags.
highlights, we can.
We got motherfucking at smoothie ink. Oh, sorry, ink smoothie. Ink_smoothie. And of course, I got to put myself there at the end. I look like a gentleman. I'm at the end.
That's right.
Yeah, all right. There it is.
Top of the bang.
Give me notification. Like,
You're all motherfucking tagged on that shit, so it should be easy breezy retweets.
I'm going to get like 14 notifications.
Hell yeah.
There it is.
All right.
Yeah, yours always looks better than mine.
What?
Your tweets.
Oh, they
Yeah,
do.
well-
I'm a tweet master, one might say.
all right, can we all tweet it and
I
retweet it?
realized I wasn't following Scott on Instagram the other day when he tagged us in that Daniel Bryan picture.
That's a fucking badass picture, dude.
Yeah, that was awesome.
All right. Anyway, so let's do the whole pause thing now.
Moment of silence. All
All right, we can do 5 seconds. Fuck you, Aaron. All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the episode that I don't remember which number it is. I think it's 8 of the Unknown Podcast.
0.25.
8.25, 8 point pi. I don't know what that means. Tonight we are joined by quite a crew here, so let's all start with we got Smoothie,
Hey.
and again the sexiest man in podcasting. Then we got Captain Howdy, Mr. Brandon.
What's up?
We've got the other Brian Taggart, Tagmeister,
What's going on?
and Aaron.
Hi.
Hi, Aaron.
Oh, and I'm
Hello.
Scott, in case you didn't know. So, let's start it out right. What are we all drinking?
Well, do we do the fireball first? Is that what we're doing first?
We got Fireball. Take a shot.
Shot of Fireball.
Cheers.
Cheers. Smoothie has a glass of Fireball. That's a little different.
Uh-oh.
He's fucking classy, dude.
Commence Nintendo rant in 10, 9, 8.
I have no shot glasses. I have no shot glasses.
All
You
right,
have
so
no shot
all
glass?
right. So we all know who take a shot of Fireball. We got Smoothie, Brian, and Brandon. They all took the 3Bs took a fucking shot of Fireball.
That's right.
So what else we got for drinks?
I dropped the ball this week. I'm back on Yingling.
Same, because I'm over at B's house.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
boring. I'm looking
Smoothie?
forward to what Smoothie is drinking tonight.
Yeah, Smoothie went out for
I
this
saw
one.
that.
Yeah, I broke the bank. Spent 12
Oh,
in the 6-pack.
$12.
But tonight I am drinking. Get this here. The Trogs. I think that's how you say it.
I think so,
Trogan.
too.
The nice.
I've seen those so many times, and I've been so tempted to buy them, but then I
had. Oh, I didn't. Even
So what do you
realize-
think of that one?
Bro.
Yeah, yeah, that's essentially as far as it goes. As far as I stick to the tried and true half the time. So what do you got there? How does it taste? How is it?
Let me give it a swig. This is going to be the first.
Oh, you haven't tried it yet. All right.
drum roll, please.
Well, I could get on the drum set right behind us. And do
Yeah,
it.
totally.
It could, but it'd be too late by the time you got to it.
That's good.
It's good.
Nice and smooth, and it has a
Oh, it's got the smooth. It's got the Smoothie brand. Nice and smooth.
Stay smooth.
8.2
Hashtag stay smooth, motherfuckers.
all thing. Good.
All right, so Aaron, other than being super stoned, what the fuck you drinking?
Just Pepsi.
Pessy.
Damn.
Pepsi.
The choice of a new generation.
Well, right now, what I'm drinking is also Pepsi, but there's a shit ton of gin in it.
Nice.
And then I'll be
Ugh.
switching to Great Lakes Brewing
agree.
Number Lager.
Gross.
Say that again. I didn't hear
Gin.
that. Oh, Great Lakes. Which Great Lakes is it?
The Amber Lager.
Let me flip it around. Let me see the. I couldn't see the label. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've had that one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks good.
They make good.
The only
stuff.
thing that was left of the 12 pack of that was lager or IPA, so I went lager because
Their Nosferatu beer is really damn good too.
Oh, that's fucking great! Yeah,
I thought you had a bottle of that over here. somewhere.
It's back there. It's right behind.
Nosferatu was more than a vampire. All right. Anyway,
Wow. Juggalo reference this early.
yeah. Well, I thought we were gonna hold it off till the 17th episode, but
Or every episode until then.
yeah.
Maybe
I
on
think we decided that on the 17th we were gonna paint our faces, but I doubt that that's gonna actually happen.
the
I got too much hair on my face to paint my face anymore.
And I just don't want to do it. So
There's also that.
there's no one that's actually gonna watch it, so there's no point. Because every view on our videos is just us looking to see if someone watched our video.
That is not true. I've got a couple of friends now that have said that like they've stopped by and watched for a little bit.
All right, well they better fucking be watching now.
I hope so.
did they like?
And they're not. Then they're fair weather fans, motherfucker.
Oh, he's probably not right now. UFC is on. He'll probably tune in after. I bet you he'll tune in after UFC. Yeah, but it ain't over yet.
watching
He was
McGregor
about it on
not
Twitter.
fighting him.
Yeah.
McGregor fighting people that aren't in the UFC.
Ain't that shit crazy? Like that was some pretty crazy shit that happened.
I mean, isn't he always been kind of known as a psychopath?
Yeah, I think so. But he can fight.
Yeah.
So he beat the shit out of people. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what his job is. So he just took it home with him one day.
But then he threw stuff like through the bus and shit. Did you hear that?
I guess I did not hear that. What did he throw?
Yeah. Like he had they said he took like hand trucks, like dollies, and like threw them through the windows of like the tour bus, and like the glass like injured people from it and stuff.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But at least he's out on bail from only like 50 grand.
Yeah.
That's pocket change to him.
Oh,
That's-
yeah, no.
For him, it's like nothing.
Right.
And I guess
sure.
the UFC paid for it.
Oh, did they? I don't know.
I
That
think
doesn't
that's what I
surprise
heard.
that was-
Which is like, yeah. And I guess
There's been a few UFC guys that's like got in trouble for stupid shit, and like UFC, like typically like sticks up for their fighters. But I saw Dana White talking about it, and he was like, "Fuck Conor McGregor," basically. So,
well, he's gonna get his ass beat now. So whatever.
yeah. But that shit's crazy. He's an idiot.
That shit, yeah, that's fucking retarded. But whatever.
All right, what else? Smoothie, you've got an awesome idea for tonight. Are we ready to get to that idea?
Are we jumping right in?
I thought it'd be a little later.
Well,
but
whatever. I don't.
All right, we can start. We can start with something else. What else we got?
we can give the preview though of what's in store for the
Yeah, there you go.
Sure. Let's give the outline like we used to do.
Back in the day.
outline.
Episode 1.
So
Oh, I saw a movie. We can talk about that.
What'd you see?
I saw Ready Player One.
What'd you think?
I did too.
Yeah,
All right,
I liked
you
it.
two can talk about it.
I liked it too.
Yeah, did you read the book?
I did not read the book.
I read like the first 20 pages of the book. Was about as far as I got.
It's the best
But I
way to
took
do it.
Lane with me, and Lane read the book, and it's like one of his favorite books ever. And he was kind of pissed that it wasn't the same as the book, but it was still he still liked it a lot, and so did I. So
Yeah, there's some stuff from what I understand in the book that just wouldn't translate to
Yeah.
a movie. Like one of the challenges is that he plays Pac-Man to the kill screen.
yeah,
I mean that you couldn't really put that in the movie and make it.
well, I don't see why not. They put
it-
they put the Atari Adventure game in the movie. Like that was like a vital part of the plot line. Was
Yeah, but there's 250 something screens before the kill screen in Pac-Man.
well, you don't have to show the whole damn thing in the movie. That's the magic of
know.
editing.
Well, I'm pretty sure what they replaced it with is the
Butt sex scene?
Shining.
Gotcha. That was a really cool scene. I loved that scene.
Yeah, that was really awesome.
That was probably like my favorite. Well, one of my favorite parts of the movie. I liked it though. I mean, there was obviously like a million references to like the 80s and shit, but
Yeah, the story was really stupid. The story was dumb,
pretty much.
but
But I
mean,
thought it was cool.
but it was a Spielberg movie, and it was style over substance, but
Yeah.
it worked totally.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I want to see it
It's
again.
also got-
I know there's
Yeah,
probably about a million references or like background things that like I missed. So I'd like to see it again to be able to kind of like catch some more.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those movies that benefits from seeing it on the big screen, I think.
Mhm. We saw it in the theater, and we were 2 of 5 people that was in the theater.
Yeah, here it
But we
didn't
went on
do
like a
anything
Wednesday after.
that great.
Did it
I
do
don't know,
well?
I-
It didn't
I
do.
saw it a Monday afternoon, and the place was packed.
Oh, okay.
It seems to be getting like pretty good reviews, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, people seem to like it.
it's fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh yeah, it's fresh as fuck.
Jen, have you had?
Scott, Scott's not
This is-
Scott's not nostalgic.
Yeah.
He
So
doesn't feel nostalgia for old things.
Well, I just think
that
that movie looks like, hey, you remember this? The movie, and I don't know, something about that just doesn't seem.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not just that. It's like with everything. Like I try to talk to you about like old stuff that we had when we were kids, and you just don't care at all.
that's
No.
so weird to me. I mean, I don't. Maybe that's not a bad thing, but
No, I mean it's not like.
Well, half the time I don't remember what the fuck you're talking about anyway. So it's
Live in
kind
the-
of hard to be
How can I-
nostalgic about shit that I don't remember.
if you guys wanna know what he's specifically referencing, do you ever have the Land Before Time VHS
yeah.
cassette? Do you
Yeah.
remember the Pizza Hut commercial before it
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
with the T-ball team?
I remember that. I made that
Scott-
reference
Scott
to
was
you.
like, no,
'Cause it was
I
on like the Burger King and Pizza Hut tapes from the Ninja Turtles. I fucking remember that commercial.
No, that commercial was on the very first Ninja Turtles movie. That's where I remember.
Or that. I mean, whatever. But
yeah, we had both.
Trust me, I've watched plenty of Ninja Turtles. That's like the only thing I can say I'm probably the most nostalgic
I was
about
gonna
is
say,
probably Ninja Turtles. I will usually
The first
defend
two.
those movies to the death. Besides the third one,
Scott, you didn't
Yeah,
remember that commercial?
I remembered that commercial. Aaron's just dumb, and he doesn't know that our conversation
No,
was.
no. No, what
There was
happened?
some
What
other
happened was
commercial that you were talking about like puppets or something that I don't remember.
no. What it was
Okay.
there was some obscure
Fuck yeah,
media
fuck.
thing that was posted on Reddit, and I saw it, and I was like, oh shit, I remember this, and I sent it to you, and you're like, I don't. He's like, what
That's
did
one
you
of my
say?
favorite
remember it.
subreddits.
Was it
is
exactly like that?
the nostalgia
Probably.
subreddit. One of my favorite subreddits.
I mean, I just didn't remember it because, for one, when Land Before Time, when I watched that movie, I was probably only 4 or 5. So I don't remember it that well.
Watch it again.
I haven't watched it in over 20 years. It's probably closer to like 25 years since I've
And then they
watched
made
it.
He
like
makes it,
sequels to it.
and he makes it sound like I'm so much older than him too. I mean, a
Well,
year and a
you-
half older.
apparently you form memories better than I did, at least about things that you watched as a child. 'Cause I don't remember commercials as a
Probably
kid. that
true.
well.
You know what my
Okay.
favorite commercial? This is just a segue into what we were talking about, right? I mean, we kind of just started that conversation.
Spoiler alert.
So Smoothie, tell us what we're talking. Let's do it. Let's get into it.
Are we just gonna get
Okay,
into
we're
it?
just
Okay.
we're getting
Yeah, I mean we're there.
and
Oh, we're there.
back
We're
and
there,
back
dude.
into our. We're going to be talking about childhood memories, all that kind of nostalgia stuff. It's happened sooner than I think.
Well, I mean, we're talking about products of our childhood, not just childhood memories. Like,
Yeah, formed around movies or cartoons or
yeah.
things of that nature. Commercials, yeah, they play a huge part.
Ain't that weird that they do though? Like it's so stupid that they do, but like we remember that shit. I know I do.
Mhm.
I sit and watch. There is, if you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it. I mentioned this before, I think. The YouTube channel is 80s Commercials Vault. They have like 500 of these things. They're all ripped from, like, people send them in, I guess.
Yeah.
And I can sit and just watch them all day. I remember that commercial. I remember
Crossfire is the best one.
Crossfire.
Yes,
Best one ever.
yes.
Nobody can argue with.
You be caught up in the crossfire.
When I watched wrestling as a kid, like that was every single commercial break. That was
Well, that was like every cartoon as a kid. Too,
Okay, yeah,
right?
you're right.
I remember
I
watching.
remember it from wrestling as
TV
well.
after school, and all I'd hear is that stupid fucking commercial. So yeah,
Like whoever was in charge of like writing that jingle, like did his job so well.
Oh yeah.
like I don't even know if it was the
That's a good
writing.
one.
It's just like it's just this thing that just like got embedded in your brain for
That
whatever
means
reason.
that they did a good job.
Yeah,
And
I'm
we
not
never-
arguing
I-
with you there.
And we never had that game either.
I was about to say,
We
so
would've
out
I
of
never
played-
played the fucking
I was
game in
gonna
my
say,
life.
out of everybody here, who has actually played Crossfire?
Really?
I think
I didn't even know anybody that had it.
My friend
No.
had it. I remember playing it at my friend's house. I didn't have it, but my friend did.
and
it was
that's the,
fucking stupid. It was terrible.
and
No, it
that's-
looked dumb. It didn't look like it actually worked very well.
it didn't
'cause
work
just
well. That was the problem.
You
Like
just launch something and that's
shoot
it.
the marble, and that would last for like 4 seconds, and then it was it did not work well.
Yes, I was going to say that's the thing with like games like that or items like that. It's you never had it, but always a friend had it.
Yeah,
That-
that's how it usually was.
That sought
like
after.
Gooey Louie.
Gooey Lou, I don't
Actually-
remember that one.
You don't
Oh,
remember
we had
I
that
one.
Yeah, we
It's-
had that one.
it's based. I don't even remember
It's
like
still
how-
around.
Don't you have to pick his nose or something?
Yeah, you just pull out these little
Yeah.
sticky booger things from a dude's nose, and that's
It's like a
the
little
entire game. I'm pretty sure.
boogers
One
out.
of them is attached to a spring-loaded mechanism, and if you pull that one,
Brain
the
pops
brain shoots out.
Yeah, that's right.
Funny.
Oh,
I didn't remember that part of it.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't think we actually played it properly. We just played with the boogers.
I'm pretty sure we played it properly one time.
No, that may not have
Dude,
actually happened.
Like
Those
Mousetrap.
games-
Fuck playing Mousetrap the way they was supposed to be fucking
I love
done. Like
Mousetrap.
that was. I don't think I ever played that game. How it
Mousetrap.
played.
all those games were like
That game didn't fucking work for me either.
I love
They were
Mouse.
better
those games
commercials
are the
than they
biggest
were
pieces of
actual
shit.
things.
I love Guess Who.
Guess it was a good game
Yeah.
for sure.
It was
Yeah, and that's still like a pretty popular game. Like it's still in like every toy aisle.
Mhm.
Word.
Some of those games were such pieces of shit.
Well, yeah, they were better. They
Like-
were better for advertisement than their actual product.
Yeah,
I remember we had like a temple game or something. I can't remember what the fucking name of it was.
I don't know.
But
what
there
you're
was
talking
more.
about.
It was more or less used as a prop in the background for our action figure fights instead of as the actual game.
I know what game you're talking about because I know AVGN, I think, talked about it in one of his things. I know exactly what game you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've seen that one. Yeah, I've seen that video. He's gonna be at Nickel City Con. It's a comic convention that's Buffalo
Yeah.
in May. I'm going to that.
What are you gonna say to him? What are you mad about?
Whoa. I'm probably not gonna go visit his booth.
Oh, you know what?
No, Jason Mewes is gonna be there, and I'm definitely visiting his booth.
You
Wait.
can ask him where you get the best heroin.
You know that?
what
United.
I makes that happening.
coming up here soon?
September.
Aaron, who else I heard is going to be there?
What's that?
Know who else I heard is going to be there?
Who?
Medea.
Hey, that joke's pretty relevant.
I don't.
My God.
Brandon, you don't get that
Bad.
joke because you had to listen to Aaron's old podcast, the one that I was on that me and his co-host just kind of ripped into Aaron. I don't even remember why. Why did we tell you you liked Medea so much?
I don't remember.
You just referenced it.
I
and we're
don't
like, yeah,
even
you're
remember.
I
You're a
think
big fan of Medea.
I think that may have been the one, like the only one I had to like listen to fully, and that is one thing that stuck with me.
The best one.
I gotta
Every
pull that.
opportunity I get, I let Aaron know.
Oh, you're not the only one that Anthony still to this day still makes that Medea fucking shit. So annoying.
Are they even making those movies anymore?
Well, they released Boo
Dude,
too.
they made one. Yeah, they had a sequel to that fucking one that you guys were mocking me about.
Oh, well, now you remember what
They
the
was
joke
like-
was, apparently.
I'm pretty sure it was because I saw a commercial for it and I said something about it, and then
yeah.
that just transformed into me being a giant Medea head, a Medea Olo.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a single frame of any of those movies. But somehow I've branded a giant Medea fan.
Yeah, I've never seen any of those either.
No, me neither.
You guys are racist.
And you?
No.
No, I didn't think so. Isn't there a Medea movie where she hooks up with Larry the Cable Guy?
I think we made that up.
I'm
I'm pretty sure we made that up. I don't think
What's the
that's
Rotten
real. It's not real. Anyway, let's get back on topic. We got fucking retarded. So anyway, nostalgia and shit.
Somebody needs to Google that real quick.
That's not real.
For shit that doesn't even actually exist. We just fucking made it up.
Now, if Tyler Perry comes out with
We're
Medea
still on this shit. Come on.
Theory.
royalty,
Larry the Cable Guy.
Medea
Well-
versus the Tooth Fairy.
All right, somebody said action figures. Let's talk about
Toys.
toys.
yeah,
What'd you play with when you were a kid? Besides
My
yourself.
dick.
I knew that was coming.
Well, that hasn't changed either. So.
all right. Let's reel this in. and refocus. So how we're going to handle this is we'll start with action. Yeah.
Sorry. Go on.
I know. I realize this is all my fault for bringing up Medea, but we'll bring it
Better
back.
Nintendo.
I heard that.
There you are, you son of a bitch.
So, all right, we'll start with action figures. So go ahead, Brandon, from your childhood. So now I mentioned this in our Twitter conversation, and Tags and I are the same age, and I think everybody else is younger, not by much.
Yeah.
So your childhood, we'll say formative years.
Yeah.
What do you remember in terms of toys? What are
I mean, no big surprise. Mine was wrestling figures.
Mm-hmm.
Like
shocking.
yeah. Like I mean, I had all of them. Like I did. Like it was my thing. Like it was a
Like
really thing.
those big chunky rubber dudes.
Yes.
I had those, yes, but like once
chunky
with
rubber.
my age, like those were kind of the ones like right before my time.
I had
That's the name of this episode, by the way, is Big Chunky Rubber Dudes.
chunky rubber.
And then like once when I was a kid, like the big thing started being the Hasbro ones, and they were like these
Yeah.
short little hard plastic ones that like they moved and they like kind of did some moves and stuff.
so what?
And those-
They have those out again.
yes, they do.
He's got one. Over
Yeah,
there
I've
on
got
his
one.
desk.
They're pretty cool.
They are.
I'm not even a really big wrestling guy, but I really wanted to buy like
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw like an Undertaker one or something.
Yeah, I bought a Dean Ambrose one because I like the old ones. They were cool. So I mean, that was my biggest thing. Like I put on like these big, ridiculous like wrestling shows. Like I planned them all out, and like I did like the whole crazy shit with my wrestling figures. I put a lot of time into them.
Trying to remember those. Now, what year? About like what year?
Late 80s, early 90s is when Hasbro was making the WWF figures.
Mhm.
But then there was also WCW figures,
Fucking
which
Candace
were
Fudge.
they were like smaller versions of those big, huge rubber ones. They didn't move or anything.
Big
But they were
Chunky
like
Rubber
six-
Dudes.
I don't remember who made those, but
I don't remember the WCW.
The WCW ones.
LJN.
There was LJN. There was Galoob, I think, was one of them.
Yeah. So like, I mean, I remember having like some GI Joes and some stuff like
Yeah,
that
Galoob.
too. But like wrestling figures was for sure my thing.
What's that? Okay. So what
Who
about
else?
you, Tags? Go ahead, since you're in the same frame.
I had a few of those wrestling old rubber wrestling dudes, like Scott was saying.
Big Chunky
I
Rubber Dudes.
remember I had Hulk Hogan. I had King Kong Bundy.
I had both of those. Yes.
They make good weapons, by the way.
They're heavy as hell.
Yeah, I had Ninja Turtles, like the old school Ninja Turtles. I remember I threw one at my brother one time because he lost the sword to it.
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, you little fucker.
I remember the movie ones that were like rubber and they had like the detachable limbs and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Those are pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I remember those very vividly.
I always
played those
wanted
a
the
lot.
damn van, the party wagon, but I could never get it.
Yeah. I always wanted the Techno
Party
Drum,
wagon.
but it was too damn
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, that's like a whole thing.
Yeah, like nobody could afford the fucking Technodrome.
I'd say my biggest thing was Hot Wheels, though. I had a shit ton of Hot Wheels when I was a kid.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Did you have any loop-de-loops for them?
I didn't,
Aw.
but
Well,
me
you
and my
just
brother like racing around and shit. So it was cool. I still got a bunch of them. I still got fucking action figures. I don't care.
Well, I mean, my
Yeah,
desk is covered in toys. I still like toys.
Aaron and I were really into Spawn toys.
Oh, those were so
Yeah,
damn
those
cool.
are badass.
Now, see, that's our age difference there because, like,
Yeah.
Spawn toys for me was like the end of high school time, and I bought them like as
I
a
was
collector.
elementary. Yeah.
All mine stayed in the box and shit. You couldn't take them out of the box because they'd fucking break anyway.
Yeah. Only bad thing about the Spawn figures, like you couldn't pose them very well because they were just kind of like they had almost like
You
a.
can bend them over, Tags. Don't worry.
Do what?
Nothing. I said he could bend them over.
Oh, I bet he could.
Did he leave?
Yeah.
Well, no, the problem with the Spawn toys is with that they were only posable. I mean,
Aaron's
they
forehead
were-
is talking
they're-
right now.
they're static. They're usually in like a static position.
Which is why I just kept mine in the box, because if you were taking it out of the box, it was going to stay exactly the way it was in the box anyway. So
I bought a
It's
movie
Spawn
Spawn figure, and I wasn't really happy with it because it didn't like pose very well. So I just kind of, I don't know what I ever did with
Yeah.
it.
but yeah, those early Spawn figures were fucking badass.
Yeah.
I just rebought one of my favorite ones from when I was a kid. It's I think it's 19.
Papa
It's
superhero.
It's called the Heap. It's like a giant, like a kind of like if Swamp Thing was made out of garbage. It's such an awesome. It's such an awesome figure.
Swamp
Yeah,
Thing
you'll
is
have to
made
look
out
it
of
up.
Garbage.
You'll have to look it up because it's a really awesome design. It's called the Heap.
What is it?
From,
The Heap?
The
The
heap.
Heap, yeah. I think it's from the 19th line of the Spawn series.
Okay, by that time I don't.
Oh,
think
I
know
remember
shit.
that one.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, I remember that.
There's a store over in Eastgate Mall. It's like a comic book store, and they
Mhm.
sell like some old school Spawn.
I mean,
figures
what a
over there.
fucking awesome looking figure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks
it
like
was
just
a
kind of like
steal too.
of the Violator figure.
Yeah.
Mm,
I do like that about McFarlane's figures, though. Like they got so much detail to them.
Hell yeah,
I just wish their posability was better.
that's what made
I
him.
think
so
they
good.
got better later on.
Yeah.
What'd you play with Smoothie?
You already said it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Pogs.
Pogs. Oh my
Pogs.
god, Pog. Alpha's back in Pog form. That's the first thing I think
I
of.
guess we're all nostalgic for The Simpsons, I guess, if we're going to go into that.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
No,
for
I don't know
sure.
if I'm actually nostalgic for it, or it's just like I can rewatch it because it's actually fucking good.
Yeah. Holy
No,
shit.
yeah.
Episode
It doesn't
idea.
matter that it, like if I was born in that era or not.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. When you watch it, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Episode
Every
idea
couple
right there, Simpsons special episode. I'd fucking love to do that.
Oh, for sure, I'd do it. And we will.
Tune in next week for the Simpsons special.
Can I talk about what I played with?
No, because you didn't
No.
talk about The Simpsons. Damn it. No, go on. Sorry.
So back on topic,
Oh, I'm sorry.
my first, it's kind of twofold. My first,
Aaron, what's that face?
I don't know. It's just being weird.
Go on. Go on.
Sorry.
thing to
Sorry.
play with was and
Hey.
I don't have He-Man. I don't have Battle Cat here.
Oh, hell yeah.
I have the power. Go on.
They were my earliest memories of like action figures. I remember going and getting them and setting up these elaborate fight scenes, and
Yes.
it was awesome.
Yes.
Then we progressed further. So that He-Man was my primary, and then
Did you have the big castle?
I had Castle Grayskull. I never had Snake Mountain.
Yeah, I had the Castle
Bet you
Grayskull.
wanted
too.
Snake Mountain.
But I probably had like 1,000,001 of those figures, but
Who made those? Do you remember who made those?
Mattel, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, it was Mattel. There's a there's a Netflix show.
Yes, that is a
Um,
great show. The
They
toys,
don't do
what
it
was
now, though. Like,
What's the name of it?
the toys that made us is the name of the
Yes.
What's the
Yeah,
show?
they
What was
had
it?
the toys that made us.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I've
that's
been wanting to watch
that's
that.
been on my damn list, and everybody keeps telling me to watch it, and I haven't.
Super good. It's super good. They're coming back with season 2, so I'm kind of hoping they'll do like Toy Biz
I
and like those X-Men X-Men action figure line.
Yeah.
Was one of my favorite
I
things. in
still
the
got a
world.
bunch of those. Too.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that shit.
Yeah, the X-Men, the Toy Biz stuff, and then
X Men
they,
was
then
my
they,
shit as a kid. I loved the X Men.
The show was.
yeah, and then they had the Spider-Man line too.
Spider Man.
But my absolute favorite thing was when they started doing the Marvel Legends,
Yes.
and they had the super articulation and everything. And the first figure they came out with, it was the Spider-Man. That one was probably one of my favorite figures ever.
Hasbro has that license now, and they do really good with their figures.
Yeah, when they first got it, that first line was really rough looking.
Yeah.
And I remember buying one of them, and it was just not, the quality was not the same. But I have started getting into the collecting part of it again.
Yeah.
I have Superior Spider-Man.
Nice.
I got the Ben Reilly costume Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I got a couple other ones.
Yeah.
But the detail on them,
Yeah.
and the articulation and everything is perfect. They finally got it like to where it's, the posability is really great, and they can kind of hide the joints and everything as well.
I got the one where he's got they call it the pizza Spidey, where he's got the slice of pizza. But when
yes, that's a good one.
Yeah, when you go to change his head though, like it like breaks the thing in half, like almost. So,
oh yeah.
There's a lot of those figures out there now that are super fucking realistic looking.
Oh yeah.
And they're expensive.
Yeah. It's a thing with the plastic. The plastic is like harder to. It's more expensive now to manufacture stuff like that. Yeah, those figures. I remember buying them and thinking $10 was a lot.
Yeah,
those motherfuckers are $20 now, and that's cheap. That's the cheap retail. Like if you go anywhere else, you're spending at least $5 extra.
Yeah.
There was one. I was at I don't know. I might have been Barnes and Nobles or something one day, and I sent Taggart a picture of it. It was a Ninja Turtles figure, but that might have been. You said it was an import or something like that, so maybe that was why. But it was a super cool looking.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a super cool looking Ninja Turtle figure, and like I looked at it and I was like, "Oh, that's badass." And then like I flipped it over and it was like $45 fucking.
Yeah. I paid $60 for all 4 of mine.
Is it the ones that look like the old 80s cartoon, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Those are expensive as fuck.
I'm like, I like toys, but not that much.
I got all 4 of them.
That's just too damn much.
I wanted them that bad though.
Like, NECA makes
yes. Oh my god, I want those so bad.
The movie ones.
Yeah, those
look perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, I want those so bad.
So
they're
good.
$100 a pop.
Like the new
bunch
movie
of the horror, like they make Evil Dead ones and Halloween ones. Like I want all of those that they make, but they're a little.
And no, it's not the new movies either, Scott. I know you're asking about that. No, it's the 80s movie.
Yeah.
They got Raph in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And there's like some really cool like Instagram accounts and shit that like they take photos of like those NECA figures and like they look like they're like straight out of like a movie shot. Like how they're really cool how people set that shit up.
Yeah, those are really great looking. I love them. Unfortunately, they're expensive as hell.
Yeah, they're too damn much.
Here's the NECA ones.
Those are pretty sweet.
Yeah, they're like identical to the
live.
Yeah, they are
fucking
like
amazing.
But they're too damn much. They're too damn expensive.
And here's the one with Raph.
I mean, I never buy them, but they're pretty sweet.
They are cool to look at.
I love.
People were really bitching about that one because you were basically just buying another Raph figure with a piece of cloth on it.
Yeah.
But who doesn't want that?
Yeah, but he fought Casey Jones and went and saw Critters and that.
That's right. What else?
Oh,
I hope like a psychopath.
Please tell me you didn't take out.
Oh, I was like, what did you say?
All right, Smoothie. What else, man?
Oh, you're waiting on me.
I was waiting on somebody. I kind of died off there, and I didn't know what to do.
You're the mastermind behind this episode.
I didn't think I was going to lead the discussion here.
Oh, you are.
But
it was your idea, buddy.
We forgot to tell you that's how it was going to
You are definitely doing all the work here.
Sweet. All right. So, Scott, you mentioned just then that Raphael beat up Casey Jones after some Critters. So that's I would say a classic '80s horror film.
Sure.
So let's talk about movies that defined our childhood. I'm not talking about like one that
Critters. Is that yours?
That's not mine. I have to think about this one for a minute.
All right.
So you're waiting for me. You're gonna sit and wait a minute.
Well, I didn't know if you had more to
Real
that
quick,
sentence.
Scott, here's the SH Figure Arts TMNT.
That's fucking sweet too.
Yeah.
I need to get the Injustice 2 with all the fucking shit on it, so I can play just play it as the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I have Injustice 2, and I still haven't bought the Ninja Turtles.
They have the Ultimate Edition now, so I'm gonna have to get that shit. I'm
Well, it's
not
an
buying it for $60. I'm gonna wait until, as I bought Mortal Kombat XL for like $10, and I'm probably gonna wait for that.
Yes, I that's
We're
what I
closer to it.
I bought the game the day it came out, but I would recommend waiting until it's cheaper. Yes.
I was actually today. This is not retro talk, but I was debating on getting Justice 2, the complete edition, but I didn't want to spend $60. So instead, I bought the Fractured But Whole. And
Thanks.
And what do you think?
Well, I never played the Stick of Truth, so I bought it because it had the Stick of Truth.
Oh, so you're starting with that first. Fair enough.
But I was before we got on here. I played for about an hour, and I was.
What the fuck is that noise?
That's Aaron pissing, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's running water.
Smoothie, what are you playing South Park on since you don't have a PS4?
I'm playing it on the Xbox One.
Oh, gotcha. I forgot you had an Xbox One.
Okay, so what do you think of the Stick of Truth?
What do I think of it so far? I'm in the very beginning, but
yeah,
but just to like the humor's there when you put your name in, and it's like, you're choosing the name
douchebag, or whatever it is. Yeah,
no,
they just give you that fucking nickname anyway.
But no, I like it. It's a slow paced RPG, but just humorous. And
it's fun. Yeah,
it's very fun.
I'm enjoying it. So I wanted to play that first. I remember I did start it a while ago on like the PS3, and I borrowed it off somebody. So I'm not very far in it. But when I saw what made me, I don't know what made me go out and get it, but I was talking to my friend at work about it, and I was like, I never played the Stick of Truth yet. I was talking about the Fractured But Whole, and he said, well, I have the PS4 version that had the Stick of Truth with it. So I was like, oh, sweet. And I saw it today at Walmart. It was $40, but
for 2 games, it's worth it.
Yeah, that's the way I justified it. So I'm happy with it. I can't.
You wanted those achievements.
I do the achievements. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. You like achievements over trophies, right? We discussed that before, right?
I like the collecting.
Trophies suck for sure. Achievements over trophies.
For sure. I agree. I have a hard time playing my PlayStation because the trophies don't add up to it. It's dumb.
It's terrible.
And we think of it that way. No, and more along the mental gymnastics we do to make achievements better, simply because they have a number value, and I think that's why we all like them better.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a fun way to kind of get you to explore a game more.
True, but I think it's just weird that like trophies and achievements are essentially the same thing, but
Xbox handles them better than PlayStation does.
Yeah.
Also,
agreed. Well, they're the first ones that did it. Xbox,
yeah, for sure.
These came from the PS3 life cycle later. Because the first
Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Nintendo still doesn't do shit. And I think Smoothie and I also discussed this. I don't really honestly remember.
Oh,
but Nintendo does not do that.
I was just getting ready to say that's why I struggle to play my Wii U because I don't get
anything for playing them. Yeah,
out of it. So I play everything on, but I like jumping.
I thought we were going to talk about movies.
We were.
We are.
Totally off track.
That's how this
Smoothie was going to tell us how that Mac movie was his favorite movie from childhood with the weird looking alien.
Mac and Me?
Mac and Me.
Back
That's
in
what he was.
great.
That's what he was going to tell us.
No,
Go, Smithy.
I only seen that.
Didn't he have like a addiction to Coca-Cola or something?
Yes, and they
Yeah, because of
they
McDonald's
there's a dance number.
advertisement.
McDonald's.
Yeah,
Ripping
there's a dance number in a McDonald's with Ronald McDonald present.
Back in the
I
day,
haven't watched that movie in forever.
what's it called? End product advertising, or what do they call that?
Product placement.
Product placement. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm looking for. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like
mo-
they
Oh,
don't
they
do
saw-
that now, but yeah.
They saw what ET did with the Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
So Coca-Cola and McDonald's
Aaron,
wanted
you're-
in on that big time.
You're a black screen now.
That part on Wayne's World.
You guys are probably more movie savvy than I am. You know, the guy from ET. What's his name? C. Thomas Howell. Is that his name?
Sounds familiar. Yeah.
All right. I took a
Yeah.
piss next to him last week at the horror movie convention. Like we
Did you
stood
touch
next to
his
each other.
penis?
I did not know. We just pissed
Oh.
together. That was all.
Across
So
the stream.
for forever now, I'll be able to say that I took a piss next to that guy.
Across the stream.
Nope, did not. Just took a piss next to him.
Is that Elliot? Is that who that is?
No, it was. I think it might have been like the dad or something. I don't know. I'm really not sure. I'm not.
I haven't watched ET in so long.
Yeah, that's how I
I'm
am.
pretty sure it's the brother.
He was also Pony Boy in The Outsiders.
Okay, it was
Yeah.
his brother and it's
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not nostalgic for ET at all. Like I remember watching ET when I was a kid. I liked it. But like it did not carry on like into my adult.
No.
Like I haven't watched it in forever. I don't
Yeah.
remember hardly anything about it.
No.
Well, see, for me, we were talking about movies, and I've talked about this before on other episodes, but it's not necessarily a movie that stands out to me per se. Like I remember the first movie I remember seeing was Tootsie.
Okay.
I'm super nostalgic about that.
And then Ghostbusters, and like they
Yeah.
they meant something seeing them in the theater and everything. But for me, it always comes back to when I was older and the video store days, and specifically
Oh yeah.
horror movies and the
Yes.
artwork and everything. And that's
Yes.
what always
Okay.
brings me
So
back.
what horror movies are we talking?
I would just say
Or you just looked at them? You didn't? Did you rent them, or did
No,
you
no,
just look
I
at
did
them?
rent them, but it was all based on the artwork. I would say the
Yeah.
first horror movie that I truly saw, I remember my brother's or my friend's brother had they always were big, huge collection of taped, off like HBO and everything, movies and everything. They had them all cataloged and stuff, and yeah, their dad had a book that you could go through it, number code it. You say, oh, this is the thing. Like he was very on top of that.
Yep.
And I remember my friend's brother, they were watching Friday the 13th. I forget which part it was, but of course,
Doesn't matter.
this part stands out to me because she goes out into the raft and it gets, she's naked and
Yeah.
gets stabbed up through the raft. And that was, I
Yeah.
think, my first horror movie aside from
Boner.
no,
Sorry.
but aside from Thriller, the first one seeing, but that like sticks in my head
Yeah.
as being like the gateway.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember which one that is either. I know it. I can
Early on.
picture the scene, but I don't know which one it is because they're all relative. They kind of blend together.
I think it might be 2 or 3. It's very early on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was 3.
There you
Of
go.
course, Aaron knows.
Of course. I just saw a thing the other day that they're doing like a thing where you can go to where they filmed the first Friday the 13th.
Yeah, you can go to Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah, and you can like stay there for the night and shit. That'd be awesome.
I'm good.
NECA just did
I
it.
know what goes on there.
Yeah, I would do that in a heartbeat if I had the chance to. Poltergeist, my first one. Poltergeist and Nightmare on Elm Street was like when I was a little kid, like the first horror that I saw that made me fall in love with the genre.
I will say go because I did forget about that until you mentioned it. Poltergeist, I remember seeing
Yeah.
not like the full movie, but
Yeah.
I saw the clown scene, and I remember my sister had this weird ass clown doll,
Yeah.
and it had like a brick in the middle of it, but it reminded me of that. And that
Yeah.
I would be afraid to go in a room because
Yeah.
stupid thing would be.
So I remember like as a kid, like I remember like the way our cable was set up, and probably your guys's too if you had cable during this time, and I'm sure you did. There was like 3 channels of pay-per-view back then. And it would like they would advertise movies and like they would play at certain times because like there was no on demand at that point. So like I remember seeing like commercials like Poltergeist is playing like today at 2:00 or whatever. And like I bugged the living shit out of my mom, like, let me watch this movie, let me watch it. And she would not let me watch it because it was a horror movie, even though it was rated PG. Poltergeist was.
Is it really? I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of the movies that got the PG-13.
Exactly. Yes.
rating. Poltergeist, Gremlins, and Temple of Doom.
Yeah,
Temple of Doom was the reason why. Yeah.
PG-13. Yeah. But I remember bugging my mom, and she wouldn't let me watch it. And then I went to my aunt's house, and who I just went to a few last week, and she was like, "Yeah, fuck it, watch it." And I was like, "Hell yeah!" So like I started going to her house like all the time, and she'd like let me watch whatever the fuck I wanted. So it was Poltergeist and Nightmare on Elm Street, and that's where I started watching it all.
My uncle was the same way. That's like all he ever watched was horror movies.
Yeah, I loved watching that shit.
Yeah, Poltergeist was a big one. Rented all 3 of those.
Yeah.
A lot. One that we actually had at our house that I remember my dad let me watch was Aliens.
Yeah.
Not really a horror movie.
Yeah.
The James Cameron one. Yeah, I mean, it's horror adjacent.
Yeah. I mean, it's still got its like scary parts to it. Aaron, why do you no longer have video?
Oh, I
Yeah.
was eating something, so I set my phone down.
Okay, right on.
So you guys didn't have to watch me eat.
Fair enough. But then, like Smoothie was saying, like the
Fair
video
enough.
store time, like the artwork in the horror section was just so fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
House.
That's really
That one I
bad.
remember. I don't think I've ever watched the movie, but I distinctly remember that box art.
Which one?
House. The
Gotcha.
one with that
Yeah.
floating green severed hand.
Yep.
That's something that's definitely kind of been lost because you look at even you would just walk through anywhere that has horror DVDs now. They're horrible photoshops.
Yeah.
Not nearly
You
what
can
they
blame
were in like
Scream
the
for
80s.
that.
All
The
black.
80s had like these like basically these painted covers that were really sweet even if they were shitty movies.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of shitty movies that had really great covers, and I rented all of them.
You guys remember Maximum Overdrive with the possessed semi truck?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I've never watched it, but I know
It
what
had
you're
a-
talking about.
Oh yeah.
Green Goblin.
You absolutely have to watch it.
Was pretty
Yeah, I
awesome.
remember that.
Didn't Stephen King
Stephen-
direct that
Stephen-
completely
I think he
coked
wrote-
out of his
It was
mind?
based on a
He
book.
wrote and directed it completely high on cocaine. He doesn't remember doing it at all.
Yeah, I remember reading that. Yeah.
Do all yourselves a favor and look up the Maximum Overdrive trailer. It's not actually any footage of the movie. It's Stephen King just telling you how scary his movie is, and it's really insane.
That's cool.
Well, I mean, if you read any like 80s Stephen King books, they're fucking bizarre.
Yes.
Yeah.
'Cause he was really he was drunk and high all the time.
That's why
Good
there's
books.
an
Yeah,
that's why there's a child gangbang scene in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you read the dark half, it's
Not
just
watched it. Either one of them.
What else besides horror, though? We've talked about horror. What else besides horror?
I remember comedies like Ace Ventura,
oh yeah.
Tommy Boy,
Yeah.
the
I got
Adam
into Tommy
Sandler
Boy
one.
late. I didn't watch Tommy Boy till I was like almost a senior in high school.
Wow.
For
What?
whatever reason.
I remember renting that all the time and watching it on TV.
Well, you
Black
watched
Sheep.
it by yourself because I didn't watch it with you apparently.
See that's there's the age difference right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was a senior in high school when that came out.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Same here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was a couple years different, but yeah.
But comedies, there were quite a few that stand out to me from my childhood. One of them, The Great Outdoors.
Yes.
I don't know that I've ever seen that.
John Candy.
Yeah.
You never seen that? Oh, with Dan Aykroyd and John Candy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't think I have ever seen it though.
The steak
Oh,
scene what always stands out in my mind. You know, when he eats he does eat the however many ounce steak it was. That and then shooting the bear in the ass with the light and having the bald ass. I remember that. But Major League was one of my.
Oh, Major
Yes.
League was so good. Oh my God, yes.
Oh, I didn't. I always try and watch that every year when baseball season starts. I think we're in the season now, right? Like it's actually officially started.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I don't have to break that out, but that is I love that movie. That was
That
one
was
of the
another one that I remember begging my mom to watch, and it was rated R, and she wouldn't let me see it, so I had to watch it at a friend's house. And that was always fun, like about being a kid, like going to like the other places that like let you do things that like your parents don't let you do.
and that was that was my friends. Like I said, they had it, and we were able to watch it there. But one of the cool things about like that type of movie, every time we would watch that movie, we would go to the field around our house and we'd go play baseball.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like, yes, we're the Cleveland Indians. We're gonna
Yep.
win it.
Yeah, that's something that is for sure probably lost nowadays.
Yeah, because they'll maybe get on like MLB The Show.
Right.
And all right, let's play video baseball.
Yep. I love Major League. There's so many good baseball movies. Out of all the sports movies, baseball movies are the best.
Like basketball.
That's basketball. Field of Dreams.
No, it isn't. It's
Fantastic.
basketball.
Good.
Yeah.
Natural.
It's its own thing.
You had the natural baseball movies.
Yeah.
Sandlot, of course.
Yeah, Sandlot was
Sandlot,
fantastic.
yeah.
Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember seeing Rookie of the Year in the theater, like at the cheap dollar theater. I don't know why I remember that, but I do.
I think my brother went.
There's the Ed, the one with the chimp.
There's
that
Angels in the
throws-
outfield.
Angels
Yeah.
in the outfield.
That-
Holy shit,
that
I
had
forgot
Matt,
about that one.
Matt LeBlanc in it.
Oh yeah.
Why are you talking about that stupid fucking movie, Aaron?
What Aaron does.
Talking
I
about
think
that
like out of
movie.
everything though, like when I was a kid,
And then
think
I was thinking about Dunstan Checks In, the one with
That's
the
not the
orangutan in a hotel.
Yeah,
I know
not
it's
the
a
same
different
thing.
one, but it's from around the same time.
Aaron,
that's one of
shut the
those
fuck
ones
up.
I don't think I ever saw the movie.
Air
But I remember
Bud.
the commercial at the beginning.
Air Bud.
All right, Brandon, what were you saying?
Oh, I don't know.
You're talking about baseball movies that Aaron decided to just jump in with fucking monkey movies for whatever reason.
Oh no, I was just gonna say like out of all of them, not baseball, but my favorite movie as a kid I think was Big. Tom Hanks movie Big.
That's a good one.
I think out of all the movies, like when I was a kid, that's the one that I for sure watched the most.
I watched the Home Alone movies a lot. When I was a
Oh,
kid.
yeah, those were awesome.
Yeah.
1 and 2. I think that's the only one I remember.
3
of
was
Home
kind of
Alone.
shitty.
I don't remember what happened in 3.
It was a different kid.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Wasn't even Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking parrot or whatever. Yeah.
One and two are definitely the best ones.
False flag.
I like Black. I think I like Black Sheep better than Tommy Boy. Remember Black Sheep?
I think I've only seen Black Sheep like a couple of times.
I love Tommy Boy. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I like Black Sheep. I think better. 'Cause
Right
it
on.
I don't
was-
know if I watched that all the way through.
Yeah, I don't.
He was his
I've
brother
seen it on Comedy
they were
Central, like
watching it or
pieces of it, but that's
Yeah.
it.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I watched that movie like 100 times.
Black
Okay.
Sheep.
He's rolling down the fucking hill.
Yes, that was awesome.
And he falls in that white shit.
And then,
Can't be better than Tommy Boy.
What's that one
Oh,
guy's?
yeah.
What's that crazy guy's name? Gary Sinise or something like that.
Gary Busey.
Yeah, that's it. He's in that movie too.
Gary Busey plays a Vietnam veteran.
Yeah.
It's a very fitting role.
I liked
for
it
him.
too because it had a lot of '90s music based on it too. So, like grunge music and stuff.
Yeah, remember when movie soundtracks were cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Crow soundtrack, the Singles
I'll be right
soundtrack.
back.
Like that was all.
To Mission Impossible too.
Judgment Day.
Oh, Judgment Night was so fucking.
That was a great. I think that was
Yes.
that was one of the first like. I mean, that was obviously it was a completely crossover soundtrack between
Yeah.
rap and rock, but like that was the first of its kind. Like that was a great soundtrack.
That was a big deal, man. Like there was a lot of really cool stuff that happened on that album. Pearl Jam and Cypress Hill song together. The show was great.
Biohazard. There were who else? What were some of the other ones on there?
There was Onyx and you just said that.
Yeah.
There were.
It was Helmet and House of Pain.
Yes. Yes. Helmet.
Sonic Youth and Cypress Hill.
I'm gonna find that soundtrack. That's. I know my friend.
Yeah, there's some good shit on that.
It's on Spotify. You don't.
Ice-T and Slayer.
I think it's on Amazon too. Amazon Music.
It's
Yeah,
no
it's
6
on
feet under
Spotify.
Slayer though, or not Slayer. 6 feet under.
6 feet under an Ice-T.
Left. Such a terrible song.
But that was a cool one, man. That was a cool soundtrack.
That was a good. Yeah, that was a good.
Yeah, and the same guy that produced the Spawn soundtrack, which had a similar.
Yeah, Spawn was a great soundtrack.
It was industrial or new metal bands and like electronic artists.
Yeah,
Korn
I
and
honestly,
Dust
like
Brothers.
off the top of my head, I can't remember any of the songs, but I remember liking it a lot.
The long Road Out of Hell, Manson,
Yeah, yep.
Kick the PA,
I think
Korn.
that was a
Like
big
Hot Topic
song on that
soundtrack.
album.
Trip Like I Do with Filter and Crystal Method.
Yeah, hell yeah, that was a great.
That was the big single off of it.
That was a really good song. I remember even the fucking Romeo and Juliet soundtrack was really fucking good. I don't know why that just came to. All right, I know.
Was on that. I don't even know
Butthole
that.
Surfers is what made me think of it. That was
Oh.
a Butthole Surfers song on that.
Did he surf her butt before she drank the poison?
That's exactly what happened.
All right, I don't remember the movie. So.
Did Aaron just go
I walk back into.
No, all I really remember from that one is Butthole Surfers. But
I just thought about that movie the other day.
what happened to Aaron?
Fuck is going
I
on?
watched.
in the Matrix?
I watched.
Aaron turned into like the end of a VHS tape. So this is nostalgia.
He went way back.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
No, I was thinking about. I thought about the Romeo and Juliet movie the other day because I watched Hot Fuzz, and they had the Romeo and Juliet play that's all badly acted. It's like they based the aesthetics off that '97 movie.
did anybody actually like that movie?
I don't know if I've ever seen the whole thing.
Romeo and Juliet.
Is it the one with Leonardo DiCaprio?
The one.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I dated somebody that really liked it, and I watched it, and I thought even then I thought it was kind of corny.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was corny, but I mean, that's kind of a nostalgia thing for me too, because like I remember, like me and Liz, that was one of the first movies we saw together. So I've just always so I've just always remembered it because of that. But I don't know. Anybody excited for Super Troopers 2?
Yes.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'm super excited for Super Troopers 2.
I hope it's
I-
good.
I-
I mean, most movies that have a sequel way later than
I know.
the first movie, usually not so great.
I
but,
know.
I mean, I'll hold out hope for it.
I've,
I don't know if I'll see it
I've
in
heard
theaters,
some early.
but I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'm going
heard-
opening night for that one.
Oh, sweet.
I've heard some early buzz about it, and I've heard it's good.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah,
it played
they
well in
screened it.
Austin,
There was an early screening, and
Yeah, there was the Kickstarter
reception was
screenings.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah, the first screening I think was in Austin, and I hear it went really well. So
Good. I'm happy to hear that. I hadn't heard any buzz about it.
yeah,
The first movie of Super Troopers is one of my favorite movies ever made.
Go back and watch. It's been a while since I've watched it.
yeah, it's been a while too, but I remember liking it when it came out. That and Beer Fest and shit like that.
Yeah.
Beer Fest. Yeah.
I'm such a Broken Lizard fanboy. Like I love everything they've done. So that's why I'm kind of
remember liking Club Troopers.
You were trying to get us. You're trying to get us into the Puddle Cruisers or whatever the fuck that. movie
yeah.
is
I
called.
liked Puddle Cruiser, and I mean honestly, I've liked every movie they've put out. I really have.
Well,
Club
look,
Dread, even everybody fucking hates Club Dread. I thought that was a fucking great movie.
Club Dread I've only seen once. I think we talked about this last
I
time.
don't remember if I liked it or
It's
not.
really funny.
I don't know
It's
if
a funny horror. It's a funny like send up with a slasher movie.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
think
such
it's
a good
so
movie.
funny.
Set in,
What?
like, a resort or something.
Yes, it was like an island
Yeah.
resort thing.
I'll
Yeah,
have to watch it. I
The
remember.
one, the one that I said last time that I hadn't seen was I own it. Slam and Salmon.
yeah, that's movie's
haven't
fucking
re-
hilarious.
I haven't seen that one either.
I have it. I remember I was telling Scott this the last time.
Is that $1 or $2 at the Salvation Army?
That one I bought new in the store. That's how long I've had. I think my wife and I tried to watch it, and I fell asleep. She said it was hilarious, and I never went back to watch it.
Yeah, I love that movie. I don't know. I'm just such a fan of those guys. I don't know why I like them as much as they do, but I think their shit's just hilarious.
What's Puddle Cruising? I never.
That was their very first movie.
So that predated Super Troopers.
Yes,
Yeah.
right before the one before Super Troopers. Yes,
Like, is that something hard to find, or can you?
it was for a
You
while.
could
Like when
rent
they
it. I
became
remember seeing it in like Family Video and shit.
Yeah, for a while there, it was hard to find. Like they got popular off Super Troopers, and Puddle Cruiser was out of print. And then, but now it's. I mean, you can get it on Amazon for probably next to nothing now.
I'll have to check that one out. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, like I'm not saying like it's. I mean, it's hands down my least favorite of their movies, but I still there's still some really funny stuff to it. I liked it.
Word.
All right. So with that said, I'm gonna just say this here. We're gonna quick take a break. Not from the live stream, of course, but from the audio portion of our thing, and we will be back to talk more about some awesome nostalgia stuff or whatever the hell we feel like talking about. So stay tuned.
Look at that golden smooth
Poopy.
voice of this smoothie man.
All right, piss
Yeah.
break.
Because you gotta pee.
I am golden smooth. Yeah, I'm going to pee and get another. I probably don't have enough beer, but I'm going to get another one.
I like this new little break thing we got going here.
It works. So it looks like Aaron, you're going to, and Taggart, you're going to be entertaining everybody.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun. Should I get my guitar out? Just kidding.
There you go. Do the acoustic cover of How They Ink the Song.
Please get my guitar. How do you ink the song? How do you ink the song, motherfucker? I have that still on my computer at home. No, everybody fucking left me. Hi, live stream people. I'm the guest on this show. There's nobody watching anyway. Everybody else went to get beers and piss. Or they went and got beers and piss. Oh, I hear movement. There's a door opening. There's the garbage bin. There's the Venom bin with his Venom hoodie.
It's just me and you.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
B went to pee, and I think the other B went to pee too.
In fact, I think I might need to go grab another beer before we start again.
Yes, sir.
I think I might do that before we start.
I've been drinking these like crazy since we started. I think I probably had maybe 4 or 5 already.
Don't get too drunk. You might start ranting about things you don't want to rant about.
I'm gonna rant about Sega and the Genesis.
Well, I mean, I love Sega. I had a Sega, so we could.
This is what got us in trouble
Is
the
it a
last
bad-
time. We
Is
took
that a
break
good
or
thing or a
something.
bad thing that we'd be talking about as far as Sega goes?
This is what got us in trouble the last time because he had to go pee and then he came back. We were talking about Nintendo and then it just went all the hell.
I think he just,
And Fireball.
yeah, he had the fireball. Aaron, what are you doing?
My Bluetooth is disconnected. Hold on.
No.
Papa superhero. Aw.
What are you doing?
There's his nose.
Stop.
He's so crazy.
So what other nostalgic shit are we gonna talk about?
TV shows.
Friends.
TGIF. Family Matters. Full House. Step by Step.
The Simpsons.
That was my shit back in the day.
Animaniacs,
Yes.
There you go.
Oh,
Tiny Toons.
speaking of Animaniacs, have any of you listened to Macaulay Culkin's podcast?
No, I didn't know he had one.
Oh,
Didn't either.
it's called Funny Year Podcast. It's actually pretty funny.
Here's the guy that does Yakko's voice. He does a thing on the Nerdist channel. Like he does like voice actor interviews and stuff, and they read like scripts from like movies and like their voices. Like one day he had Kevin, the guy that does the Batman voice on there, and they did Star Wars.
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah. And then he had the guy that did Timmy Turner, or the girl or whoever did Timmy Turner on there, and they did like the movie Seven or something. It's pretty awesome. They had,
Who is that? Her name.
Yeah, I can't think of it either. But
Sarah Strong.
yeah, that's it. But yeah, check it out sometime. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, that guy's really funny. He does voice acting for a lot of things.
Rob
he was Captain Hero on Drawn Together.
Yeah. Check that out though. That's pretty funny though.
Check it out.
Talking Tunes is what it's called. Check it out.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull an Aaron and show my forehead. Yeah. I always need one.
I'm not quite sure these bottles are going to be very cold, but
They're still beer. We're talking about Talking Tunes, the guy that did Yakko's voice.
Yeah.
He does this little thing on the Nerdist channel.
Yeah.
Where he like interviews other voice actors, and like they do like different scripts from different movies. Like he had Kevin Conroy, the guy
little Morty
Batman
penis.
voice,
Yeah.
and they did like Star Wars. So he'll do like
it's like a
one of his
podcast
voices.
or like a YouTube thing.
I'm not sure if it's a podcast, but it's like a thing that they do on the Nerdist channel.
I'm Uncle Bobby you.
Sounds cool.
I'm a you.
Oh,
I'm Uncle Bobby you.
Oh, sorry, Smoothie. I literally didn't see that other response that you gave me there on the chat.
that's
I
all
gotta
right.
get, I gotta get my cube, buddy.
The
Going to bed to go. Sorry, go.
the reason why I brought up the reason why I brought
Our phone drop for the night.
the reason why I brought up the Macaulay podcast is they talk about, and they have Anna Faris on it, or Anna Faris, that's what she prefers to be called, and they're talking about Animaniacs a lot. So when you
Aren't they supposed to redo that show? I thought they
Yeah.
were.
Yeah, they are on Netflix, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Netflix,
Hulu.
I thought it was Hulu.
It is Hulu.
Whatever.
All right,
The show is awesome though, for real.
all right. So we're about to go back live on the audio part. We're already live for our
Yeah.
So what do we
Let's
do?
talk, let's do
We could talk video games too.
Yes.
yeah. There's
True.
video,
Yeah,
games, there's music, or there's
Television.
old like cartoons and shit. So
All right. Do you want me to bring back?
about
every
4
second?
hours worth of fucking talking.
Do you want me to bring back?
SWAT cats.
Yeah, bring it back in.
Captain Planet.
Second? All right. We'll do the pause here again for like 2 seconds, and then I'll. Bring
Yeah, put the hand up. You know.
Put your hands up.
All
All
right.
right, go, Smoothie.
We are back now for the second half of the Unknown podcast. We're still talking.
Wow, holy shit.
Yeah, it's the second half.
That
We're not-
break was fantastic. Love the new break.
It was, and we hope you appreciate it and check out the other exciting shows that Howdy Inc. has. Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope you like those promos that we definitely recorded.
We have no choice now. We took the break. We have to record the promo.
It's
Or
a,
we can just shove in the break into the podcast itself if you're feeling lazy.
So, like, here in a minute, I'm going to have to post in our little Twitter conversation. So, who wants to do a commercial for the Unknown Wrestling Podcast? And Scott has to say yes because he recorded our intro.
Yeah, I'll do another one. I don't
Oh,
give
yeah.
a shit. I'll just make it up as I go.
Yeah, perfect.
Spanish.
Yeah, you should definitely do it in Spanish.
I'll try. I don't know how good it will
Howdy
be.
Inc. is huge
Yeah.
in Mexico.
For our Telemundo friends.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
all right.
Okay, we're not doing it.
All right. So we're back for the second half here. We're back for the second half.
God, we're doing another hour of this shit.
We are. We've already
God
stopped.
damn it!
And the kickoff is
Minute at the break, yeah.
All right.
the
We can't
kickoff.
top episode 4.26 though. With
I don't
the
know.
3
This one's
hours.
going. No, fuck a 3-hour show. That's too
No, we're
fucking
not
long.
doing this. We're lucky if we make it another half an hour.
We got a little bit left in us. At least until those beers finish. And I cracked open a different beer. This is Pine Hop Lay.
Oh, there you go.
You got a pineapple beer?
It's Evolution Craft Brewing Company, and it's pretty darn good.
Did
Hell
you get,
yeah.
did you
Darn
get Fat
good.
Tires?
Damn. What a.
Yeah, I saw Fat Tires.
I thought
in
I
this
did
picture.
too.
You
No,
got fat tire there, dude?
no, I don't have Fat Tire.
I thought I saw the lid or the.
Oh, it'd be probably
No,
Belgium.
it might
Yeah.
be. Yeah, it might be same company. Or
Right,
what,
gotcha.
I think I got something.
Well, fat tire is delicious. So
Yes.
Smoothie, did you bring the Fireball bottle with you this week?
I did not. So
go get it.
Definitely no 3 hour.
Let's do this.
There may still be.
Aaron has a cat.
Me and Tiger were drinking last night and like playing our guitars and shit. And I like a responsible adult that I am, saved enough Fireball for shots for tonight. But now I'm out.
Way to
Oh,
trick.
shit.
I should have brought my bottle over.
That's
I still got like fucking a whole full bottle of Fireball.
You dropped the ball on that one for
Yeah.
sure.
Drop the fireball. Anyway,
Ah,
So we're back. We're back with some more nostalgia. So what haven't we touched on so far? I mean, we've been to the past and Back to the Future so many times. But music, I think, is the next
music. All
progression.
right.
Okay.
So dig deep into your childhood bowels.
I'm digging.
I know
What is the very, very first band that band, group, artist, whatever the fuck, that you remember like really latching on to and getting into? Who was it?
well, that's easy for me.
So,
Probably
all right,
Pearl
Tack-
Jam.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a fucking
Yeah.
fantastic answer.
Nirvana for me, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, those three probably.
So no, what's the criteria? See, I'm talking I'm talking first. So that's your first true. What
Yeah,
you
probably. I remember listening to that like real young. My dad bought their albums and I'd listen to them.
and who was that? Who'd you say? You said
Pearl Jam.
okay.
Are you still
Like, we had that. I still like them.
Oh yeah.
For me, I've always appreciated music. Can't play it, can't sing it. Don't know any of that fancy musical stuff. But
I ain't no fancy music man.
one of my earliest
I heard Jam with us.
is Thriller. So Michael Jackson. Seeing that video means scared the poop out of me.
Yeah, that's one of the coolest videos ever.
It definitely
Great
definitely
video.
was. But if we're talking about first,
Yeah, holy shit! That his fucking face at the end like creeps me out still.
Yeah, that was awesome.
it was well done. Vincent Price, classic. You know,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
there. But for me personally, it was the first tape I got was Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction when that came out. That was probably not well thought out by my sister. But I enjoyed it. I was going based off Sweet Child of Mine. I didn't realize all the profanities that were
Yeah,
in there.
that was a really, really dirty album.
But that was my. I think that was my first. Like,
I don't.
that was my first like tape.
profanity?
But I guess to say that that was my first tape, but the first music I latched onto was rap, and I would have to say Criss Cross was what really got me in hip hop.
Yeah,
And then followed by Dr. Dre, and then
Criss Cross. Make you
Criss
want to
Cross.
jump.
Jump.
You
But
know, I mean, everybody I know had the fucking crisscross tape, no doubt
did.
about it.
It's me.
I did not.
Dude,
I did not.
I'm trying to think of what I
still have.
really liked. Liking the Mighty Mighty Boss Stones for sure.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was like mid '90s though.
Yeah. That's one of my least favorite fucking bands.
You didn't have a ska phase there, Brandon?
Well, no, I mean there was a couple of them that I did like the Squirrel Nut Zippers and
Zoot Suit Riot.
yeah, like I liked them,
Well,
but for some reason,
Cherry Poppin' Daddies.
yeah, like I
They're all the
didn't like the
same.
Pulse Tones. I
Yeah.
still they come on my Pandora at work a lot, and I can't stand them. I hate them.
You didn't get into like Streetlight Manifesto or anything like that.
I don't even know who that is.
It's a pretty big ska band. They're great.
No, I mean it definitely wasn't like my genre of choice or anything.
So,
So my answer is like worse than everybody's. Is that like the first band group that I like really got into was the fucking
Boys to Men.
New Kid, close enough. New Kids on the Block. Like that, my first concert was at a big fucking stadium show that was fucking New Kids on the Block in like 1989, I think it was.
You're a young kid. You can't really be blamed for
Or not
that.
89. It had to be earlier than that. It was probably 87 or so. Yeah. Because right after that, like I discovered like Iron Maiden and Guns N' Roses, and then I fucking hated the New Kids on the Block. But there
Yeah,
was
you couldn't hang tough anymore.
yeah. But there was definitely a time of like I remember like my 5th or 6th grade year, like right in there. I remember I was into it. So
Everyone's
Also-
younger, like in that age, you always had like the worst taste
Yeah.
in music.
yeah.
I remember really liking Weird Al too.
Fuck yeah. Weird Al was
Who
great.
doesn't still like Weird Al? To be honest?
The fact that that dude has made a career in music as long as he has doing what he does, like he's done something
He
very, very
outlasted Michael Jackson.
yeah, he sure shit did. He's
Yeah,
out
because he's fucking alive still. So
That gives him the advantage.
He outlasted him before that.
I saw a video of him the other day where he was like trying to play guitar on a show, and like he just held the guitar and like the other guy started playing it. It was
Yeah.
hilarious.
He just did like a tour not too long ago, like that was like it sounded like it was like an acoustic tour almost. Like
what
it-
it was is he wasn't doing any
backtracks.
parodies. It was
Yeah.
all original songs.
Oh,
and
okay.
It was
That would be terrible. I don't want
like no costumes or nothing like that.
I mean, I thought the no theatrics sounded kind of cool, but not if it's all the original songs. Although he does have good original
I was
songs.
gonna say you need to shut your mouth
All right.
about Weird Al's
But
original.
obviously the dude's fucking known for his
You
parodies.
just hit a sore spot with Aaron, buddy.
What's
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
favorite? What is your favorite non-parody Weird Al song? Aaron, specifically.
It's probably the one. I think it's called Germs. It's the Nine Inch
Yeah.
Nails style
Yeah, I remember that.
parody one.
Well, then that falls under the parody category.
It's not. No, it's like a style one.
Okay, all right.
I like Gump.
I think that's one.
That was a parody.
I know.
There's Albuquerque, which is a fantastic song.
I loved his fucking. I love his
That
fucking.
was like a
vocal
melody
songs.
song, wasn't it?
Albuquerque?
Yeah.
No, that was on Running with Scissors. It was like it's like a 12-minute song.
Yeah, I thought that was like a melody of like a bunch of different songs, though.
No,
No,
All right, I'm
says no.
misremembering.
There's like a-
Aaron
there's
knows
like a
his
little-
fucking Weird Al apparently.
Have you seen him live before, Aaron?
yes, I have.
Damn, I'd love to. I never
Yeah.
have.
Me too.
What was his
It was
movie?
during,
in the 80s?
Running
What
with
was it?
Scissors.
UHF.
UHF.
Yeah.
That movie was
literally
great.
just
I
bought
remember
that.
loving that movie.
I
Yeah.
bought that again last year.
I
And
haven't seen that.
Did you get the Blu-ray? Did you get the 4K cut of that shit?
No, I got it at S-Mart
That's smart.
at
Shops.
the DVD place.
Is that really a
Q-Mart.
place?
Q-Mart.
Oh, I was about to
Q-Mart.
say, you've actually gone to a fucking S-Mart?
That's not a fucking thing, dude.
It'd be like fucking road trip.
Q-Mart.
I need to go to S-Mart.
No, the Q Mart. That's where
Buffalo.
Q-Mart has the fucking bootlegs for sure.
Q-Mart has everything.
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. That's our connection. That's the Howdy Inc. Quaker 10 our connection.
Yeah, Pennsylvania shit. Even though only one of us actually lives there.
Right. You all stop by and visit, but never come say hi to me.
Through everybody.
Well, Taggart's from Western New York
Yep.
No, that's true.
as well.
So what else?
All right. So, what was your first concert?
Ozfest.
I gotta think of that. Probably some hippie shit from my dad, like Further
We went
Festival.
to the Further Festival.
Yeah.
Probably for sure our first proper concert.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I went to Ozfest in 2006 at Darien Lake.
2006 was your first one, huh?
Yeah. No shit. Like you
Yeah, I
were
was a late bloomer.
That's late. Like I went to like a bunch of concerts before then.
I was also
Yeah, my
really,
first
bad word lady too. So
the first concert I remember
Bad
going
word
to,
lady.
Okay.
the first concert I remember going to that was something that I wanted to go to
Yeah.
was Weird Al.
Right
That
on.
was my first concert.
So you are like really a Weird Al for sure.
Oh, for sure he is. He paints. He wears the wig.
He got an accordion in his closet.
I respect the shit out of Weird Al though, man.
Oh, for sure.
And he seems like such a cool person.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think the first one I wanted to go to is when we went to like Slipknot and shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I think
That
the
was
first
a good
time was,
show.
was
Couple
Slipknot
years ago.
before the Gathering. I think it was.
Yes, it was. It was 2003. We saw it was Sworn
Oh,
Enemy,
Chimera.
Chimera, Fear Factory, and so on.
Oh man, I fucking love Fear Factory.
Let me ask you guys a
It was a
question.
It was a
fucking
great show.
fantastic show. My first metal show was fantastic.
Let me ask
That
you
was
a
on
question.
Rochester,
before we
I
move
believe,
on.
right?
What was the first album you guys ever bought?
Mine's terrible. Mine was the Men in Black soundtrack.
You're right. Daryl.
I remember that one being the first CD I ever listened to. I was like, why did I buy this? As soon as I fucking put it on, I was like, I like the Men in Black song, and that was it, apparently, because I don't like any of this other shit.
I thankfully have a cool one.
I mean,
It was,
let's not lie. The
Hello.
fucking Men in Black song was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, that's why I
how-
wanted it.
Yeah.
I love the movie.
Because Will Smith got jiggy with it.
Will Smith made
Beastie Boys Hello Nasty was my first one.
That's way better than mine.
What was it? What was yours,
Hello
Aaron?
Nasty. Hello Nasty, Beastie Boys.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Yeah,
buying
it
it.
was intergalactic. It was so. It was.
I
I listened to it the
Fucking
other day.
good album,
Still
dude.
great.
Yeah, for
It's still an awesome album,
Fuck yeah, it is.
and I know all the words. So
Jinx.
My first album, like I said, was Appetite for Destruction.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Mine was Stone Temple Pilots Core.
That's a good album.
Yeah, that's the first CD I ever bought. First, because I bought it. Like
Well,
a
hold on,
CD
let's
player.
go. No, hold on. First CD. You're old enough to where it should have been tapes before CDs.
I honestly, that's the first
First album.
ever music I ever bought.
Are you serious?
hey, did you know that Stone Temple Pilots are still on tour?
Yeah, they got a new
Yeah.
singer.
Yeah.
Who's
Yes, the
singer?
guy from he's the guy from Dry Cell. My body cries
yeah.
out.
Something or other.
Oh my god.
That's that guy.
He was on one of those fucking music shows, like
The Voice or something like that.
American.
He would have been. It would have been better if the dude from Linkin Park was still alive and playing for them.
He was the guy that was.
The guy sounds really good, though. To be honest.
Yeah, I agree with Taggart. Like usually when those bands like kind of reinvent themselves with a new singer, like I don't give a fuck. And I mean I still kind of don't give a fuck. I haven't like really like got into it, but like it's not a bad album by any means.
Which
Okay.
The new Stone
What
Temple
did, what did,
Jeff,
I don't.
never
What did you
cared
guys
for
think
them.
of? What did you guys think of the Alice in Chains
I don't care about
revival?
their new album whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm nostalgic about that.
Yeah.
It's Lane or nothing for
Yeah.
that for sure.
Lane's my absolute favorite singer.
Yeah.
ever.
Like Stone Temple Pilots, like I was into Stone Temple Pilots like when they first came out. Like Core and Purple were great albums,
Uh-huh.
but like they weren't a band that like
They're in
really
Florida
stuck with me for a long time. So like I mean, I understand like if one of these bands like they fucking lose their singer and they want to keep making music, so like they get a new singer. Like I can't fault them for that.
Drowning
I
Pool has gone through like 10 singers.
Well,
Who has?
Drowning Pool was never good.
Yeah,
Who was it?
Drowning Pool. Yeah, fuck them. They were terrible.
Yeah.
What
They
about
had the guy from
Soil.
Soil was their singer for a while.
Cool.
There was
That's the
another
problem with taking a
shitty
fucking
ass
break
band.
halfway through is I break the fucking seal.
what about Sublime?
Sublime with
with
Rome.
Yeah, Rome.
I saw Sublime with Rome open for 311 once, and like, I mean, they did a really good show. Why are you laughing at me for that?
No, Aaron sent me a fucking something stupid.
So wait, now I don't think I've ever heard any original stuff of Sublime with Rome, but I mean,
Neither has anybody else in the world. They just play.
Yeah, no, I've seen
also
they have so many different.
That's their gimmick.
Like they play festivals and shit. Who
Yeah.
cares?
And so the guy that died, his son is like now in a band.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And it's kind of like the same kind of music almost. And like he looks dead fucking on him, which is kind of creepy. Like he really
Get rid of Rome and
he
put
looks
him in there.
yeah, no doubt, exactly. But I love
This
now
is-
like every time like one of these bands like get a new singer, like the internet makes the joke of like Stone Temple Pilots with Rome and like all I wish Rome was the singer of all of them. I really do.
It's just weird that they changed their name of the band basically to Sublime with Rome's.
Well, that-
Why wouldn't they just say we have a new singer and his name is Rome
Because
and
everybody
we're
always
just
bitches.
Sublime. Just
No,
go with
everybody
Sublime.
bitches when they replace a dead lead singer. Like,
Yeah.
don't call yourself Stone Temple Pilots anymore. Don't
And
call
they
yourself
Don't have a
Alice in
career
Chains
anymore.
I'm waiting
I
for
mean-
Linkin Park with Rome.
Yeah, Lincoln Park with Rome is gonna be fucking awesome.
well, no,
Murray Shinoda's putting out solo stuff.
And Soundgarden
Yeah.
with Rome.
Yeah,
It
apparently they're going to continue somehow.
hello. Hey, I actually think that if I'm remembering correctly, in the Sublime situation, I think Bradley's estate they fought to because his intentions weren't to have the band
Right.
continue on. So I think that's why they have to preface it.
Legally.
He
yeah.
had attentions after dying of a drug overdose.
I however it's written, that's what I whatever.
Okay. I don't know anything about it, so it's just kind of weird.
Yeah,
But
his wife like fought tooth and nail for it or something, didn't
It's a
she?
legal situation that they can't say
well,
Sublime.
why didn't Nirvana do that?
Well, then
They just they died with Kurt.
Rome.
they
Nirvana
did.
with
They created Foo Fighters and moved on.
well, no, they
Well,
didn't.
Foo Fighters-
Only one person from Foo Fighters created Foo Fighters.
That's the first thing I think of.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I know. I was just,
Album was just-
I was just like, why didn't they do it?
Was In Excess the first ones that like did that with that whole show though, like replacing their
Yeah, that's fucking weird, isn't it? I mean,
that was the
their
Well, I-
singer dies. Let's make a fucking TV show out of it. It's kind of shitty, isn't it?
but like and replace like to me I know the band is the band and they're equal parts, but it's like if you don't have the singer there that you're used to, it's
We're waiting for Nirvana with Rome. Yeah.
what's the I don't see the point in continuing with the band name unless
Well, they want to keep playing the songs that make them money.
Yeah.
That's about it. And
want
they need a singer for it.
Past catalog.
yeah, okay, I get that.
That's about. That's really
No,
it.
no, I get it. It's money. It's sad that it comes down to, I mean, not sad.
Well,
They're living. That's their livelihood, so they still want
yeah.
to continue to
But
get
like
that.
you take somebody.
They banked on these people. They banked on actually, continuing as a band, and then these dudes go off and die on them because they can't control their lives. Basically, most of them.
Yeah.
So,
But take somebody like Blind Melon. I love Blind Melon. And their singer died, but like their
Yeah.
singer Shannon Hoon, like he was not like a founding member of the band. Like the guitarist and the drummer, like they started the band and shit, and then like Shannon Hoon was like the last piece of the puzzle. And then he died. And then like they wanted to like continue on, and like I can't fault them for that, I guess. To still
you
call
can't.
themselves
They
Blind
need-
Melon, even. Like it doesn't have to be Blind Melon with Rome or whatever. Like just you can call it fucking Blind Melon.
Chester's not a founding member of
Oh,
Lincoln
this
Park
podcast,
either.
Nostalgia with Rome.
But he's the voice of that band. But
Right,
whatever.
exactly. And I mean, that's how it always works out. That's the voice
Yeah.
of that band. But
Yeah, like Alice in Chains. Like, you know, they got that new singer now, but he's not going to replace Lane ever.
no, fuck.
Well,
no.
they've had a new singer since he died, basically, didn't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, but
Well, they had the new singer like came out around like
William Gold.
2009, I think.
Oh, I don't. I guess I haven't been following that, so I don't know.
I don't give two shits about anything they do now. Like the old shit is some of my favorite
You know,
music ever
though-
made, but I don't care about
you know,
anything.
though,
they do now.
if they came to Cincinnati, I'd go see them.
They come to Cincinnati on all of their tours.
I was going to say
There was
they-
even a
they
Groupon.
tour a
There was a
lot. They're
Groupon
going to be
last
around
time.
me.
Yeah,
I'd go
just
see them though, just because Jerry.
I hear
and-
they do a good show. I hear the guy sounds like Lane Staley and shit, but I don't know. I'm not interested. I saw Blind Melon with Rome, and it was a good show. I want to keep making that joke for the rest of the. I don't
Yeah.
care if it gets old or not.
I want to see Alice in Chains with Rome.
Well, all right. So music, we could talk about it all night, but we wanted to talk about some other stuff too. What else?
Should just do a whole episode about music.
I'm sure we can.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Easily.
Yeah, episode 17, the Juggalo episode.
Oh God, no!
I was gonna say, I'll join in on that episode. But it's gonna be
I
Juggalo.
went to the record store yesterday to pick up the new Eels album, and as I was walking around the store, and I was like, I only had, and that's I didn't. Okay, hold on. So I went to the record store and I was walking around and I saw the Dark Lotus record
with Rome.
and Dark Lotus
with ABK, I'm
with
assuming.
ABK, same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that they had put that on vinyl, and I didn't buy it, and I'm kind of wishing I would have bought it.
Dude, why would
God.
you buy that?
Because the
You
first,
want the
I know
Mark version.
why.
But they-
the
I don't think-
Well, that doesn't exist in vinyl.
I
and
know.
it'll never exist.
I
It's
just,
just like that,
I'm stupid.
that really shitty karaoke version.
They know
of Dark
what the-
Lotus with ABK.
They know what the best version is, but they don't want to admit it.
for sure. But I still kind of wish I would have bought it because it would look good on my shelf. It was under the
Well, how
under
much
the
was
heavy
it?
metal category too, which is what was funny. Like I was looking through the metal records, and then there was Dark Lotus. Like they obviously didn't know.
They don't know. Yeah. How much was
It,
it?
it looks like a
27
metal
bucks.
record.
It was
So.
too much. For
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot for something you're just gonna put on your shelf, not to really listen to.
Exactly. I mean, I would listen to it probably once, and that would probably.
Yeah.
But I didn't know. I really didn't know that Psychopathic was really doing.
Oh yeah, they have like almost all their
Dude,
albums
yeah,
on
they-
vinyl now. I've seen
Oh,
a
yeah.
shit ton of them.
Okay, right on.
The
That's cool. I'm
Well,
glad.
Rick
Their old
Stern-
shit, like all I've seen is like
Malenko.
and no, I've seen even earlier. I saw Carnival of Carnage. I saw
Yeah. Well, I was saying
like their EPs,
during
and shit,
record.
Beverly Kills. I've seen all that shit on vinyl.
If there's
Yeah,
not a
record-
box set for the 6, then like there certainly should be. Although with the different record labels, that might be hard to pull off.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Well, they did it once.
They don't have the
I
rights
don't
to
know.
everything, do
I'm
they?
pretty sure they own the masters to that stuff now.
Oh,
Okay.
then they definitely could fucking do that.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm pretty sure they own the masters to their stuff.
I-
So
They-
I think they want to put everything out first before they do that.
What is everything?
Right.
Well,
Yeah, they
like-
gotta finish their
I mean,
six.
what
God,
what I mean is like the first 6 Joker's cards. I don't think they've gotten up to Hell's Pit yet. With the
no,
vinyl
they haven't.
stuff.
Oh, you mean they need to release all the vinyls of that first and
Yes.
then do a box set of it? Just do it all at once. No
Yeah.
one gives a single shit about buying them separately.
Yes, they do.
I mean, yeah,
Juggalos
they do,
will
but-
absolutely 100%
Yeah.
buy it twice.
Yeah,
you're
They'll
right.
because they'll have the record, the individual record, but then they'll also have the totally sealed box set.
Yeah.
That will
Well, I mean,
make it
if they're going to do it, they got to do it to where all of the individual ones are available, but then there's also a box set that comes with something else that like
Fair
gives
enough.
you.
Then just do it. I mean,
Yeah.
probably be like
What
limited
are they
edition,
waiting
like
for?
No, like the box set should come with like Forgotten Freshness, and then like that's the only way you can get that. So
Well, they did that
that's
with
a good idea.
CD.
Honestly,
They released a box set with all 6 and had the
on
yeah,
vinyl,
but those are
no, not on
CDs.
vinyl, but I'm saying in terms of rights, so they have to be able to do.
yeah, if they release CD version of it, then yeah, they've got to have the rights to it.
They still, attribute like Island and Battery or whatever, the different record labels.
That's the one I'm surprised about is the Island Records one.
Yeah, they finally smoothed, I guess, things out with them because that was the
Did
whole
they
reason.
smoothie?
Hashtag stay smooth.
We're staying smooth here. All right, so let's wrap up our nostalgia discussion.
All right.
Do we have anything further to discuss with this?
I think the
Smoothie.
part was
I
video.
bought Pokemon Red the other day on the
Yeah, there
for
you
the Virtual Console for DS. That is hands down probably one of my favorite games ever.
Yeah, those games were fun.
I
Infinitely
played the shit out of
replayable.
Blue when I had it.
Yeah, I did too.
I remember sitting in art class in high school playing Pokemon on my fucking Game Boy, and the teacher being like, "Are you going to participate today?" And we're like, "No, we're playing Pokemon."
Collected.
They're not going to catch themselves.
Oh yeah, I remember playing that game, and I'd give him the most horrid. I mean, even if I played now, I'd give him the most horrid names.
Yeah, your rival's always named Fag or something like that.
Yeah, something shitty like
Dick.
that.
Something's really
Dick Hole.
crude.
Those games
Fuck
were
face.
Yeah, I played the shit out of Pokemon Red. I think I had Blue. I think I had Pokemon Blue.
I had Blue
fun. I had
for sure.
I've never really played it.
Supposedly, they're gonna make like a full-on RPG for the Switch.
Yeah, that's what the rumor is. It's going to be like Pokemon World or something like that.
So hold
That
on.
was true because I would definitely buy that.
Can I play that
Dude.
on my Wii U?
I would buy a Switch.
No, you
for
can't
that.
buy it on your fucking
Oh,
Wii U,
Jesus
Smoothie.
Christ.
The Wii U has been abandoned, my friend.
Good night,
You
everybody.
need to let go of that.
Oh,
hold
we
on.
all know that it's been abandoned. Smoothie was so pissed off about it.
You go Pandora's box.
Smoothie, you gotta get your revenge.
Can I have my
Smoothies
Sublime with
revenge.
not Rome?
Before we wrap with the nostalgia thing, what was your first video game console that you had?
Oh,
We had the
Sega Genesis.
Genesis.
Genesis. Hell yeah.
Sonic 2 was
First
the
game,
first game.
Sonic 2, yeah. And that's probably the best game.
We
for
rented
Sega
every
Genesis.
fucking game that you could possibly
Dude,
get on the Genesis
love
as
going
well.
Fucking video
First
store
Word,
games.
First Word Gym was my shit. We never actually
I love
owned
First
it,
Word
but I
Gym.
played it so much.
You can own it now on Xbox Live, and it's
I
so
already
hard to
have it.
fucking play.
No
I
shit.
bought it years ago. I still haven't beat it. The Peter Puppy level is
my
like the hardest goddamn thing in the world.
I'll never forget it. Mine was my mom and dad. My mom and my stepdad got their income tax back, and they got the original Nintendo with Super Mario 3. And
Super
then
Mario 3 might be it's second in my Mario games.
I
Super
love
Mario-
Super Mario 64, number one.
No, Super Mario World is my number one.
Really?
Super Mario
Yeah,
World.
no.
It's
Super
it's
Mario
such a fucking
64
good
is-
game.
Yes.
Smoothie.
Super
what's your first
Mario.
console?
But oh, sorry, go on.
That's
Smoothie.
all right. What was,
Was
my?
it? Do you have Pong first or what?
No, I had.
Talk shit all you want. My first one was
It
Atari 2.
was two for
I'll talk
tennis
shit.
for two.
Mine was
The
Intellivision.
old one from like the
The
40s.
television.
In television.
No, yeah.
Were you able to poop with that while you played the I got nothing.
I did. I had.
Wow.
I had that advanced Wi-Fi's back in the 80s,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I was able to play Frog Bog.
What year did you have in television? What year was that?
And what did you play on it?
And you're the same age as I am. I don't remember that shit.
It was it came out like 82.
Yeah.
About years later.
Yeah, it was like similar to like the Atari, correct?
Yeah.
pretty much it
It
Like
was.
Pac-Man,
I can't think of a game on it. So Smoothie, go.
Centipede.
84 was probably when we got it. So 84, 85. And the games that I enjoyed playing, Astro Smash was one of them, which is Asteroids, I believe, on Atari.
Okay.
With the rocks, and you want to make them
Yeah,
move
yeah, yeah.
before they
Mhm.
touch. Night Stalker was a fun one, and Frog Bog, that was my favorite.
Damn.
And
I
they're
don't.
made
I don't know any of those fucking games, but good on you, Smitty.
They had because I have them for the PlayStation 1. They had in television like classics.
Oh yeah.
And Atari classics. So I had all those, but those were the ones that stood out. And it came with the packing game was Las Vegas blackjack and poker. So I enjoyed that one as well.
Gambler.
But that was my first
Yeah,
console.
my first was Atari 2600, and that was like kind of mid to late 80s, and then Nintendo.
See, I played the
Yeah.
Atari, but I wasn't mine. It was like my grandpa had it in
Yeah.
his house. Like my aunt was my
Yeah.
aunt.
My friends had the Atari. That's where I played that. But the other console, the second console we had was, I don't know if anybody ever had one of these. It was a Texas Instrument like keyboard thing you hook to the computer where you could write like basic code on.
I had a calculator
what
by
you're-
them.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
83.
But it had games
Movie.
and
You should check out this dude named Ashens on YouTube. Ashens. He reviews a lot of like old shit, like electronic stuff. It's kind of like what Dinosaur Dracula and X Entertainment is,
Okay.
but for like old electronics and video games and stuff.
I
They
probably
really like that.
have stumbled across the name sounds familiar, so I probably stumbled across them. But yeah, that was my second console, which was fun. I
Yeah.
could never write the basic code even though I had a book.
Yeah.
It like walked you through your programs. You just had to copy it and type it
That's
in.
cool shit, though, man. I like that the old video games were code and stuff like that.
But then after that,
Computer-based.
Nintendo.
Code.
You could pirate games back in the day with like punch cards.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember the
pirate
first
game.
console I
That
bought
way.
for myself was the Sega
So
Genesis.
insane.
It came with Sonic 1. I bought it at Biggs. I saved up my money and bought it. The Genesis was fucking awesome. That was such a
Oh,
cool.
it was fucking amazing. There's so
Yeah.
many good games.
Yeah.
And
And the video, I remember going to the video store and just renting every single fucking Genesis game that there was.
Dude,
We
that's
had
one of my
Nintendo, and then guy I went to school with had the Sega. I go to his house after school and play it. It was pretty fucking awesome.
There was
the
there
X-Men
was so many
games
games
for
I
it
can't-
were
Oh,
sick.
both the X-Men games were fucking amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially
kinda
the
what was-
second one, the Clone Wars one, or Clone whatever. Not Clone Wars.
No,
You had that on your
no.
emulator?
No, I know what you're talking about. The one with the updated, like, they kind of look like Street Fighter characters.
Yeah, they were way better. The first one was way too hard, but that
The
one
first
was
one was
great.
hard as shit. It was like Asteroid
So
X or
hard. All those
something.
old
It was
games were
called.
fucking hard.
Yeah,
You haven't heard from
the
Steve.
second
the
X-Men
hardest-
game had like Nightcrawler, which is way cooler.
The hardest fucking game ever that we owned was, and we bought it because it was a
Fucking
Simpsons
Simpson
game. It
game.
was Bart Simpson versus the
Oh,
Space Mutants.
The mutants fucking
that
game was
game
terrible.
It was impossible. It was coded poorly. There's definitely an Angry Video Game Nerd video review of that one.
Yeah, that's
That
Yeah.
game was hard as shit.
I knew you
It
had
The
was
that.
game was
bad.
purposely impossible, is what it was, and it was just
what was
terrible.
cool, like back in the day, like I had the Genesis and my friend had the Super Nintendo, and like so that way like we could like tackle both sides of it. Like now, like you got to have the same console as your friend so that you can like play shit online together.
Yeah.
And stuff.
like
like-
Rainbow Six.
Yes, like Rainbow Six.
No,
That's
Talk-
what we're
yeah.
never gonna fucking do.
You talk about nostalgia. Like Rainbow Six really is like
Oh, for
high
sure.
on my nostalgia list for sure. When
Yep.
we spent
We
time,
had some really dumbass fucking
Yeah.
times on that.
when I think of like some of the most fun times I've had playing video games, it was playing Rainbow Six with you guys. Like that was
Oh,
hands
for sure.
one of
And
my
I
favorite.
love, and half of it was just messing with people that
Yeah.
had to talk to you at the time,
Mhm.
because now they didn't have party chat then, so you
Yeah.
just like talk to these people,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
just fuck with them, and that's all I did while I just killed
Yeah.
the shit out of them.
That's like for sure one of my
That is
fun,
my-
will always be one of my fondest video game memories.
Fucking doctor, or whatever the hell I call that dude.
Oh God. I don't
I was just talking shit to some dude one time, and it was the best.
Yes.
Oh, I remember that night.
Yes. That night.
Yeah, that
was
one night when Scott was talking shit to somebody.
Yeah, I know. Like every single time.
That's not to be confused with the night where I was hosting and I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Again.
Hanging.
Not to be confused with every night that you played.
Which time? Yeah, that shit was so much fun, man. And that's not like an early like childhood type thing. That was like way
No.
later on.
No, I was a teenager, and
Yeah.
you guys were like
30.
20s.
Yeah.
We had kids stuff.
Xbox One, because I feel like I don't get to play with you guys with all that shit.
Yeah. Well, I hardly ever touch any of my fucking video games anymore. So
I don't really.
I have an Xbox One and a PS4, so whatever.
Dude, ditto. I just bought an Xbox One, and I bought a bunch of games for it. And I literally started playing Monster Hunter World, and I started playing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity, and I still have like Fractured Butthole I bought months ago, and it's still
Yeah.
sealed.
Yeah, today was the first day I touched my console in over a week.
Sounds hot.
I touched
When
my
I did-
console. I touched my console a lot, but tonight was the first time I actually.
Honestly, when I do play, I put on Sonic Mania, which is
I
such
need
a
to get
fun
that
game.
goddamn game. I need to buy
Yes, you
that.
do. It's
Yeah,
so
it's only
good.
$20. We
Yeah,
Dude,
I
it
need that game
is-
for sure.
It's so good.
I've been playing Fortnite on my phone a lot, man. Like that's
Yeah.
a really fun game.
Is it good?
Yeah, I really enjoy
Is it on
playing it.
Android now, or is it on?
It's not on Android,
iOS?
no. Just iOS for right.
Smoothie, you should
Mobile.
download it.
Is it
Yeah,
free?
you should. Yeah, it's free.
It's free on the Xbox too, but I was awful at it. I only played one round. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing
Yeah,
this.
I'm not saying I'm good at it, but
Yeah, me neither.
I've had fun playing it, and it's fun playing. Like my kid will play it on the Xbox, and I'll play on my phone, and like that's pretty fucking sweet.
And it's
Wait,
yeah.
cross platform too.
Oh, what? That's interesting.
Yeah, download it, Smithy. I'd love to
Yeah, for
play some games with you. It's a fun game. It really is.
download for your Xbox.
There
and
you
your
go.
phone.
I'm doing right now.
Right on. You might need actually no, you do need an invite. It's still invite, but I have invites. I'll send
I
you
do
one.
too.
They haven't done like a big launch for it because they're trying to like ease their servers into it. But I'll send you an invite.
I'm gonna do it right now.
There you go. Tiger's got you.
All right.
Please
Huh?
continue the conversation while I do that, though.
Let's wrap it up. Anybody
Yeah.
got any final words here?
I
I
think we covered the nostalgia. Good.
I feel like this was a
Oh,
fantastic.
there was one thing I wanted to ask.
All right.
What's everybody's favorite Ninja Turtle ripoff?
Rip off.
Rip off?
Battletoads.
Ninja Turtle ripoff. Battletoads would be one.
Sewer Sharks.
There are a lot. It's Street Sharks,
Street Sharks was going to be my pick. There's also like Biker Mice.
SWAT
I
Cats.
was gonna say Biker Mice. from
SWAT Cats. SWAT Cats was actually a pretty cool show. We watched it a lot, Scott.
We did. It was
Samurai
a long
Pizza
time.
Cats.
Does Power Rangers count?
No.
No, but there's a lot of Power Ranger ripoffs like Big Bad Beetleborgs, VR
Yeah.
Troopers.
Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills. Remember that?
Yes, I
No.
do, and that one is really awful. Saban made it
Super Samurai.
completely
Squad,
original,
something
and it
or
was
other too.
awful.
For a Human Samurai Cyber Squad or something like that.
Oh my god!
Pretty damn good questionnaire and like super specific, but a really good question.
I think, yeah, and I think we all had answers for it too. Strangely enough.
There were a ton of them. There's Battletoads, but there's Battle Trolls, which were
I don't remember
the,
that.
which
No,
were
I
like,
I got
but
nothing.
they
on
were those treasure trolls, but they were for
For
guys.
bros.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, they made them.
No
like,
fucking idea.
that. I had treasure trolls when I was a kid.
No idea what you're talking about.
I remember
Yeah, they
buying
made
a
them like
treasure
all
troll
gruesome
with the
looking,
Great clips.
like Ninja Turtle toys.
All right.
I'm
Sweet.
pretty sure it's the same Playmates.
all
I'm
right.
pretty sure it's
Yeah.
the same one that made them.
So let's go around and tell everyone where you can find us.
All right.
Brandon, start.
Captain Howdy 1027 on the Instagram and the Twitter.
All right. Tags.
Tag 78 on the Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Yeah.
Smoothie.
I shiz.
Yeah.
_smoothie.
Inks _ smoothie on Twitter.
Smoothie on Twitter, Instagram as well. INC Smoothie Entertainment on the YouTubes, and that's all.
And what about Vero? You still doing Vero?
Yeah. Vero is INC -smoothie just to keep it fresh.
Oh
Why
yeah,
did
you got
put
it.
dash? Was underscore taken, so you had to do
It had to have been.
I just
Oh, yeah,
it's easier to find. You only have to go to the second.
He has a bit of rivalry with someone on Vero.
No, if on the iPhone, if you just go to the 1, 2, 3 button, you get the dash. If you have to then hit the symbol to get to the underscore. So it was easier just to hit the dash.
But Jesus Christ, really? That's what it was? I don't want to hit the extra button.
No,
You could set up a goddamn keyboard shortcut and just press 2 fucking buttons.
No, actually, there was some site I tried to sign up with it. It didn't like the underscore and it took the dash. So no, I just did.
Pornhub.
He's got to set up to be like, yeah, bitch, you hot. Anyway, Aaron, what's your
The cum shots of this are spectacular.
You say cum shots?
People
Yeah.
that comment on Pornhub videos are weird.
That's the name of
Anyway,
I
Aaron,
wish that was my
shut the fuck up. Aaron, where can we find you? Shut up and actually just tell us where to find you.
And don't do a 20-minute thing about your podcast. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, the last time you did. But anyway, go on.
It Was Aliens Show on Twitter. It Was Aliens Show on Facebook, and it was aliens.com.
And
And at Mr. Sir, right? Or what? Or at
Sir,
no, it's
At Hysteric HYZTERIK.
on
my
time-
main
on
Twitter.
and at Medea Fan Club.
the joke that never dies. Yeah. All right, and you can find me at the Garbage Bin on both Twitter and Instagram, and at
What was
another
that?
website.
What was that record you shared earlier?
Legend of the
Vic
Seagull. Man.
Seagull.
Oh, fuck yeah.
What is
It's a
that?
fucking badass album.
Fuck yeah, it is.
What is it?
It's the Danny Carey and Brent Hines album.
Oh, sweet.
No, it's really good. It's
Yeah,
fucking
very,
goofy
very.
as hell, but I love it.
Is it like a Rush?
No, it's
It's
like
really-
like a heavy metal concept album about killer seagullmen.
Is it on
Basically.
Spotify?
Yeah.
Oh, is it the
Yeah,
Seagull?
definitely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
it's-
okay.
Yes, it's the Seagull
I
album.
told you about it, actually.
Yes.
Okay. I've had a few more beers.
It's pretty goofy, but I love it.
Yeah, it's really damn good.
Yeah, I liked what I heard of it. So, anyway, sorry.
And find me at another web show on Twitter if you feel like I don't post there very much, but whatever. And find us at is it the Unknown Pod on Twitter?
Yes.
And then
I
there's
always
the
forget which one's the website and which one's the
find
Twitter.
us on howdyinc.com.
Howdy Ink.
Howdy Inc. YouTube. If you aren't there right now, subscribe.
Looking nasty.
Don't be a bitch. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch us at.
That's what I'm always
11.
saying.
I love your people skills.
I'm always
Scott.
like, don't be a bitch. Just
Don't be a bitch. Just
subscribe.
fucking follow us.
I love his people skills.
Yes.
I don't have them.
Pretty cool weekend for Howdy Inc. because we did Howdy Radio last night.
Yeah.
We got this tonight, and then tomorrow night, me and Taggart's doing the first wrestling show. So like,
Our own
that's
wrestling
pretty
podcast.
fucking cool, man. Like that's
Yeah,
a damn
you
good
will hear
weekend.
that. You already heard one of the promos, apparently,
Yes, you
possibly.
did hear that. Hopefully.
Oh, yes, with Rome.
But that's pretty fucking cool that that's a good weekend for podcasting. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love
with
it.
Rome joke. Just die. All right. So,
Macho Man with Rome.
So,
Did you
So
say Macho
hopefully-
Man?
Macho Man with Rome.
Yeah, with
all right,
Rome.
all right. We've gone long enough. Let's kill it.
This is my favorite episode yet. I'm just throwing that out there.
I like it too.
Sweet.
All right. So till next week or whatever week we end up actually recording, we'll see you again. Shut the fuck up. Have a good night.
There's those people skills again.
No better sign off than fuck
Later, you asshole.